What's up, everybody? Big Herc, Prison Talk Live. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know, shout out to the dads who take care of their kids, who are responsible, who didn't just become sperm donors. And shout out to the moms that let the dads be a dad, and for the family unit, because we have enough single parents out there trying to raise kids and it ain't cool. You should have both parents in the household. So, like I said, I want to say a shout out to all the dads across the world who take care of their kids and are a role model to future fathers who will also be taking care of their kids. If you guys haven't had an opportunity to watch all of our other videos on our channel, which is FreshOutSeries. Actually, FreshOutSeries is our Instagram and Twitter. But Fresh Out Life After Penitentiary is our YouTube. Check it out. Let people know, man, that we got the realest shit on the fucking internet. You know, you got a lot of busters out there, trying to knock our channel off or imitate what we're doing. But we're the realest on here. You know, we try to bring you real stuff. We don't glamorize prison. We don't try to act like this shit is something fun. We just try to keep it real, man, and paint a vivid picture for what the fuck is going on and not this Hollywood shit. Anyways, if you got any questions, we always tell you guys to shoot us an email at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. You know, we do consulting, we got apparel, we got t-shirts, hats. Also, we do advertising. If you want to advertise, you can contact us at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. It's been 4 years in the making. And the channel is finally starting to pick up with you guys' support. We really thank you for that. And, we wanted to bring you guys a great episode for this Monday. So, I'm looking through the internet on news and gossip and stuff that's going on that's relevant. And I run across YouTube star Austin Jones arrested for 2 counts of child pornography. Now, this dude right here, Pretty Boy Austin, apparently, he was having these young girls, 15 and 14, prove themselves that they were his biggest fans. You know what I'm saying? So, in order to do that, he had them sending them videos. Now, this cat is 24. They're 15, 14. Hey, man, I know in some countries, that might be legal, but it ain't legal here in the United States, and you can get your wig split for that shit. If that was my little sister or my daughter, Austin would have he would have to learn a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because you're taking advantage of these kids who can't fully comprehend what they're doing, and you're fucking with their head, Austin. So yeah, this guy, he has over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, 300,000 subscribers on Instagram. This guy's known for doing renditions of Justin Bieber songs, the Fall Out Boys, 21 Pilots. He had just got back from doing a concert in Poland when they arrested him at Chicago O'Hare Airport. So, this guy Austin, man, I mean, you look at this Chomo stuff, man, he's a YouTube sensation. And, YouTube is behind him. All these people are backing him up. But then he's out here, trying to get at your little sister or your daughter. This dude trying to take advantage because these kids are so in their feelings. How do you guys feel about that? I see somebody say he's going to get his ass split. Yeah, I believe so too. I mean, this guy, he's not cut out for the prison lifestyle. He's not the type of guy that you want to see walking the main line and, thinking he's going to assert himself on the yard, Yeah, I say it too. Somebody said, fuck Austin. A Chomo like that in prison gets his wig split or his cheeks busted or violated. Bad. You know what I mean? You guys think he'll be holding somebody's pocket in there, some white guy's pocket, or will he be PC'd up? Somebody said he's probably going to get sent to camp. Somebody else said he's going to be somebody's wife. You know, it's, I don't know if it's considered, it is probably considered federal because it was sent through over state lines, so he might go to the feds, and depending on the judge, if the judge is on some Chomo shit, you know, he might get sent to a camp or might get some type of probation program. I mean, it's pretty sick, man, when they look at this as not being as serious as some of the other things they convict people for, such as drugs and some of these other non-violent crimes. You know, it's pretty sick, man. You know, and as far as inmates looking at him, you know, any different for messing with underage girls, whether it be boys or girls underage, you're still violating. You know what I'm saying? You're violating these young people and you're taking advantage of them. They're not fully aware of the choices they're making or responsible enough to make the right decisions because they're in their feelings. And Austin is going to get, most likely, his cheeks busted. Somebody said first time charge, he won't most likely get shit. And that makes me sick. I agree, man. You know, they said he's looking at up to 15 years. They always put that out there, but let's see what he really gets. Is he going to pull a Roman Polanski? You know, he did some shit, took off, hid out over in France for a long time. Now he wants to come back to the United States. The victim doesn't want to press charges. You know what I mean? The Chomos, man, you know, and they think it's cool to mess with these young people, man, and it's not cool, man. Will he actually do time? Who knows? You know what I mean? You guys, cases like this, you hear about them, but then you don't hear about them. But maybe like Jarrett, a Subway guy, maybe they're going to go ahead and bust his head and let him learn a lesson in prison by getting his cheek split, because whoever's kids these aren't going to let this ride. You know what I mean? They're going to say that this guy took advantage of him, which he did. You know what I mean? This guy took advantage of these young girls, and you have to, as an adult, show some responsibility when you have this type of sway over people. You can't just, whenever you get ready, have these young people doing this shit, man. That's some sick shit. You know what I mean? So, whatever, man. Somebody said, bust his head. What's that? You mean split his wig? Yeah, split his wig. Get your head busted is another slang for wig split. Meaning somebody gonna, you know, put hands upside your head. You know what I'm saying? Teach you a lesson. Been a lot of Chomo stuff on the news, man. You know, and I think it's always been there. I mean, it's just now getting more exposure, and a lot of these guys are getting caught up because there's evidence leading back to their involvement, where before there wasn't a video or a digital or a paper trail. Now there's all of the above. So, you know, a lot of these Chomos are getting exposed, man. They're, you know, people are gradually finding out who's about what. And this guy, Austin Jones, dude, I don't know what to tell you. You had the whole internet in a buzz. You were killing it on YouTube. You were making money traveling, but you couldn't fuck with an adult. You couldn't get you a grown woman to enjoy yourself with. You have to go after some young girls. Come on, man. You know? Yeah, somebody said he's going to be holding somebody's pocket. Somebody said, what would you do, Big Herc? What would I do? This is my daughter. I would have to split his wig. I'd have to split his wig, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just think about just the maturity level of a young person and how immature I was at 15. And, you know, he knows better, man. He's been in the game for a long time. He's been around the world. So, I mean, there's really no excuse for this guy. There's no excuse for this guy's Chomo behavior. You know, we want to stop. You know, we want to not endorse this shit. We want to make everybody aware of it and say it ain't cool, because it ain't cool, man. You know, these guys running around taking advantage of young people. I don't give a fuck if it's having to make videos or getting them to do sex stuff. I mean, man, these are people's kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So, somebody said, I fucked a lot of grown bitches at 15. I understand you were 15, though. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking at 15. I'm not, it wasn't, I wasn't sending videos on the internet, and I was, I was in high school, but it was with the other, it wasn't I wasn't like in my 20s fucking with a 15-year-old. That's Chomo shit. You know what I mean? You're out of high school. You go back up to the junior high school to pick up ass? Come on, man. I knew dudes that used to do that shit when I was in school. I'm like, man, you graduated like 7 years ago. Why are you still at the high school? Go get you a motherfucking grown woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Get you some grown coochie, man. So it's like I said, it's not, it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? To be taking advantage and coming through and manipulating these young girls, man. It's motherfucking, that's a sick motherfucking thing, man. So I'm just keeping it real. People, yeah, motherfucker. Well, it ain't cool because that's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's sister. Somebody's niece. So I just think it's some sick shit, man. In society, man, they gotta step their game up, man. People gotta let these guys. They need to be brought forth and they need to learn a lesson because it ain't cool. It ain't cool. Yeah, man. Somebody said Chomos love the weak. I agree. Chomos prey on the weak. They prey on people they think they can take advantage of. Especially young adults. Those who aren't fully aware of how to make their own decisions. Somebody said a video with his life excuses. Well, I can make a video about all my life excuses, why I did this, why I did that, but it doesn't justify why you did it. You know what I mean? You can't make an excuse for why you were messing with little kids, why you're a Chomo. You're a Chomo because you're a sick motherfucker. That's why you're a Chomo, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Somebody said the problem with punishing pedophiles, if the sentence is extreme, the victims will never return to their families. The perp will just kill their victims to destroy evidence and hope that they get away. Pedophiles, man, are a sick group of people, man. And they look out for each other. They got their own little network, you know what I mean? And they're piece of shit. Cold piece of shit. But then they want to, they look at everybody else and point the finger. But behind closed doors, these motherfuckers on some old beyond weirdo shit. So, fuck a motherfucking Chomo. And, if I ran across a motherfucker who was into that shit, it's sick, man. I'll bust your motherfucking head. I'll split that wig. Don't come around me with that shit. You ain't cool. You ain't my partner if you're a motherfucking Chomo. Straight up. And this little dude, little pretty boy, you gonna get up in there with some real woods, some dudes who gonna look at your paperwork. But you probably, like I said, this guy probably won't even go to the state. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a federal case because it's, over the internet. So he'll probably be in federal prison and they'll probably send him to a camp. And a camp, ain't nobody gonna do shit to him in the camp. He'll be running around there singing the other inmates, tooting his little cheeks in the air, you know what I'm saying? Hoping that nobody violates those cheeks. Nobody busts those cheeks. So he'll probably get a pass because of his innocence, so-called demeanor. They'll send him to a fucking camp. They sent me to a motherfucking USP. You know what I mean? Chomo is no better than a motherfucking bank robber. He still needs to learn the fucking lesson, right? The bottom line. So, yeah, man. I'm going to go into the questions, what you guys got to say about this shit. Yeah, man. Somebody said Chomos will be on protection, but they will meet a few bust-ups. That's right. That's right. They can still get busted up, man. You know what I mean? Because You know, you have guards in there who don't agree with it either, and they'll expose their ass. You know, so it's it's some pretty sick shit, man. Now somebody says, why didn't a Subway guy go to camp? You know, I think somebody politically with Subway, prosecution probably pushed to have his ass go to a regular facility. So it might be the same situation. They might push to have him go to mainline, which would mean that he would go to like a medium or a low. Now, if he goes to a medium, there's dudes there who have been to USPs, and he'll get his wig split. If he goes to a low, he could possibly still get his wig split, because there'll be people there who will say, fuck it, I'll catch an extra 6 months to make a name for myself and to have this YouTube sensation fucking get his cheeks busted. So somebody will put in work. But yeah, there's a possibility that he won't go to camp and he will get his wig split. So yeah, man, it's a sick situation, man. Yeah, somebody said their cousin got accused of messing with a girl, but she lied and it violated his probation. He was looking at all this time, but the truth came out. You know, it's fucked up when a situation like that happens, for instance. But the thing is, don't put yourself in a position fucking with no young kids, man. If she's under 18 and she tells you that, don't act like, oh, man, we're already, motherfucker, stop what the fuck you're doing and pull your pants and get the fuck out of here. You're not supposed to be fucking with no young kids. And you know if she's a woman or not. You know, if she's sitting there, all she does is do selfies and, she's talking like she's got to go to class and she ain't going to college, use common sense. You know she's not an adult. You know she's a young girl. Leave her the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Use some fucking, some logic, some decent judgment in your character. Fuck, man. But, yeah, man, if you fuck with the kids, you're going to get your cheeks busted. Somebody said they knew a dude at a karate school. He got busted for having relations with a 16-year-old student. There you go. It's all around, man. You hear a lot of these stories. The more you start looking, you can see that a lot of these chomos are hitting among society, whether they're teaching these classes or they're being a chaperone of some of these schools or they're teaching some of these sports. You got to weed them out. You got to weed them out, man. You don't want the traumatization with your kid like that, man. With these chomos, you got to weed them out. You know what I'm saying? Get them out the way. Some sick shit, man. Somebody said, what do I think about the Cosby case? The Cosby case, man. Oh, Bill. Jello pudding man. He was drugging those women, man. Taking the coochie. He was taking the coochie, man. Old Bill was, he was saying it's consensual, but Cosby, they pulled some moves and he won't be getting his cheeks busted. He'll be enjoying the rest of his years hanging out with his old Camille. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he got rid of the roofies and the other pills that he was dropping in these women's drinks because old Bill, he was on some weird shit. And people can say, oh man, this and that, but I don't give a fuck. There's no way 30 women or 20 women say the same shit. Bill was just on some weird shit. He was pudding popping. He putting the pudding pop down, man. You know what I'm saying? He put it in there and he put the pudding in and he put the pop in. And that's what he was doing. He was pudding popping these women and they'd wake up and didn't know what the fuck had happened. It was fucked up. Fucked up, Bill. He's doing that to these women, man. You slipped through the motherfucking the gate cell. You ain't gonna be in prison. So you better quit acting like you're all high and mighty and righteous because all these motherfuckers who talk all this righteous shit, get exposed. And Bill was one of them. He used to talk a lot of shit about the black community, about people. He was a cold piece of work. So, yeah, man. Now, somebody said, do I think if Austin Jones gets out on bail, should he be banned from YouTube? Well, I don't think that YouTube should be endorsing this Chomo. They pull down other videos, so why would they let this guy continue to make videos and make money when he's using YouTube to solicit young girls? Why? I don't think he should have that benefit. He had it. He fucked it off. He abused it. It's abuse of power. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? He abused it. He took advantage of these people, these kids, man. So Austin needs to find another hustle. YouTube shouldn't be endorsing his shenanigans. Somebody said he looked scared as hell when he came out of court. Yeah, I probably did. This motherfucker, he ain't never seen anything close to a jail cell. So when he hits those walls and that motherfucking reality sets in, if he does do time, he is not cut like that. I can see it in his eyes. He's not cut like that. Somebody says that the inmate can get a passport and travel overseas. Yeah, you can get a passport. I got a passport. You can travel overseas. You know what I mean? You're not on probation. You ain't got to ask for permission. You can go where the fuck you want to go. You just might not be admitted to certain countries. Somebody asked me what I think about Suge Knight trial. I haven't been keeping up with it. I know he fucked up. I know Suge fucked up. He was at the top of his game, and man, ego's a motherfucker. And he ran over one of his homies, so he ain't got nobody to turn to in prison because he done basically, fucked over the guys who had his back. Somebody said if you only fuck with men in prison, is it considered gay? Motherfucker, if you fuck with men in prison, you get out and you try to fuck with women, that means you're gay. Because if you can't suppress certain sexual things and you just are a fucking animal, then you have some issues, man. That means you're fucking gay. Anytime you let a motherfucking man bust your cheeks or you touch on a Peter, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said, could somebody like Suge Knight get busted cheeks? Suge Knight, man, he got them little bodyguard cheeks, death row cheeks. I don't know what's going to go on with him up in there, if he's going to have, what kind of problems he's going to have. Somebody keeps asking about trannies. I don't know anything about trannies in prison. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't something, seen a couple of dudes who were gay, but I didn't know, wasn't hanging out with the trannies in prison. Somebody said, why do you glorify prison? L. Songbird. So you think I glorify prison, huh, dumbass? Huh? Motherfucker, I don't glorify shit. You don't ever hear me say, oh man, I'd love to go back to prison. Prison was fun. I had a great time in there. Woo-wee, prison. Motherfucker, I hated prison. There wasn't no good days in prison, motherfucker. Ain't no glamorizing prison. I'm just putting together this fucking show, sharing with you experiences and what I've been through and things that people won't tell you because they don't want to talk about it. But ain't no glamorizing this shit. Prison is fucked up. I don't give a fuck if you're at a camp, man. If you like hanging out with a bunch of fucking men and not having no pussy, not being able to hug your kids, make a decent living, to have privacy, then you're fucked up in the head. You a dumb motherfucker if you think prison's cool. I ain't glamorizing shit. Fuck prison. I'm not glorifying it. I'm just keeping it real. That's why the fuck I started the channel, was to keep it real and give you all some insight that the shit ain't nothing to be played with. You know what I'm saying? You want to go in there, and, oh, nigga, I'm get tattoos and fight motherfuckers. Nigga, go do MMA. Get a tattoo at the tattoo shop. Make some money off this shit. Fuck doing time, motherfucker. Somebody said, crazy prison nicknames. Shit, I don't know, Little Mookie, Blaze, Capone, G-Man. There's all kind of names. Man, you run across all type of shit in prison. Dudes got names, you wouldn't believe. Yeah, man. But prison, man. Like I said, I have nightmares about the shit. I just hope young people make better choices than I did. I fucked up. I made some fucked up decisions, and I wonder. I try to look back and reason why I made those choices that led to going to prison. And so, if I can give you some insight and motivate you to do something different, that's what I'm here to do. I know a lot of times it's hard, a lot of peer pressure. You want to impress your friends. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up, man. That's the trick bag when people think that you get a stripe or you become an OG by going to prison. I remember when I was a youngster, like 14 years old, before I started selling drugs, there used to be some OGs up the street, swole the fuck up. Perms, wife beaters on, 21-inch arms. And I'm like, damn, that, what I'm saying? That nigga on swole, man, that's some G shit. And, I, to some degree, want to be that dude, have that impression on people. And lo and behold, I went through all that same shit. A good fortune, I didn't get hooked on drugs and I didn't get all fucked up and I was able to get my life back together. And I never allowed myself to get institutionalized, but, it was fucked up. And, no, I didn't sell crack to kids. I was a kid selling crack. I sold crack to adults. When I was 15, I was slinging crack to adults, man. I was trying to help my moms out who's working 2 jobs. I had a little brother and sister, and I was trying to help pay the bills. So I started selling crack at 15. I got caught up, and I ended up doing about 8-9 months in juvenile hall. So, and I was a straight A student, so shit could happen. You know what I'm saying? You get out there, you hustle, you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you make a mistake, that's it. So, do prisoners look down at you if you're a short timer? Well, you don't tell people about how much time you're doing. You don't want people to know. They hate, dudes get mad because they got more time than you. So you always keep that to yourself. You don't want to ever let somebody know how much time you got or how much time you're doing because, that'll put you in harm's way. As far as somebody said Floyd or Conor, man, that's a crazy fight, man. Floyd or Conor, because Conor McGregor is no punk. He hits hard as a motherfucker, but you're talking about somebody who's been boxing for over 20 years, undefeated, and they're not an aggressor, and they fight good against counterpunchers. I mean, Conor McGregor's a counterpuncher. Floyd Mayweather is one of the best defenders. So I don't know how they're gonna make contact. You know what I mean? If he can sting his ass and daze him, but I don't think so. I mean, Mayweather's fought, Canelo. He's fought fucking Pacquiao. He's fought De La Hoya. He's fought, come on, man. He's fought, if Conor McGregor was fighting Canelo, nobody would even question Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So, it's come on, man. You're saying Mayweather because he's older, but then Canelo couldn't whoop Mayweather at 20, 21. Come on. Triple G's gonna kill Canelo. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, man. Triple G ain't no fucking punk. But, yeah, man, I think it's all a fucking money scheme. I'm not gonna pay for a pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? I paid for the Pacquiao fight, and I felt I got beat. $100 and something, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all to make money, man. Everybody's gonna get paid. Dana White, Mayweather, Conor McGregor, Boxing Association, MMA, they're gonna make a ton of money. And hey, these guys are capitalists. They're they know how to market shit. More power to them. You know what I mean? I just want a piece. I'm not hating, but yeah, man. I want to get into the shout outs, man. You guys have always held us down. We get a lot of guys supporting us by buying our clothing apparel. Great questions for Prison Talk. So I want to give the shout outs to everybody who's been down with Fresh Out from day one, who's had our back, and who tunes in every Monday for stuff like this Austin Jones shit, for the Wiener shit. You know what I'm saying? For people who tune in, who give us the great support. So shout out to Texas. I didn't get to see that when somebody said something. real quick. Shout out to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Shout out to B More. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Inland Empire, Sarasota, Florida. Silmar. Shout out to Sweden. Houston representing the 713, Jersey. Halifax, all the rest of that. San Antonio, Philly, Boston, Cincinnati, Ohio, Clarksville, Brooklyn, Anaheim, Phoenix, Hayward, Mexico, Estonia, Fresno, Ireland, Colorado, Atlanta, Peru, Vegas, Romania, Alabama, LA, Yonkers, Austria, London, Beverly Hills, Toronto, Connecticut, New York, Virginia, Dominican Republic, Virginia Beach, Columbia, Kent, Alabama, Memphis, 941, Mercedes, Texas, LA, baby, that's right, Apple Valley, Ethiopia, Vancouver, Birmingham, Long Beach, India, Central Cali, Utah, Seattle, Thailand, New Orleans, Buffalo, M-Town. What do you think about consensual sexual? Somebody said Potomac, Maryland. I'm going to ask one more question. Somebody says, what do you think about consensual? Somebody said something about consensual sex with a minor. It ain't man, you going to get your wig split. And your cheeks going to get busted. You're a grown man, man. Why are you trying to fuck with a little kid? Go get you some grown pussy. Consensual or not, man. You don't fuck with little kids. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that. Gardena, shout out. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Congo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Motherfuckers got to exercise some type of restraint, man. You can't just have people just, well, they said it was okay, so I'm a chomo, so I can do it. Nah, motherfucking chomo. You're going to get your cheeks busted. So, yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. I had a great half hour with you guys. Look forward to next Monday, 3 p.m., same time, going down. Shout out to England, Eastbourne, to New Zealand, British Columbia, 250, Germany in the house. Somebody said North Korea is representing. Yeah, man, you guys have been great. Great feedback today. Tell a friend. Press the subscribe button. And keep shooting us the great questions at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. Check out our website, www.FreshOutSeries.com is our website, www.FreshOutSeries.com. Also on Patreon, Patreon.com. We have Chef Big V with some videos. I've been trying to get him back out here to do some more, but I'm working on it, you guys. I'm working on it. I need him to come and cook some shit up. You know what I mean? Make it happen. So, yeah, shout out to East Hollywood. Everybody who's been down, I'm out. Have a great week, and I'll see you guys next week.